so stupid. As also you have been there. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Aguiyi, all of you have been there before. You came back with nothing. Tell me if such people are normal. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Aguiyi, Chibo Kadibo. Even His Excellency, he contested for ordinary senator. They rigged him out in his own father's compound. He lost to ODU. Are you not aware of it? Who has dabbled into zoo politics as an Igbo man and came out alive to tell the tale? Can you please enlighten me? Yeah, one sense, he's not sense. Sense buying and selling. That gives us nothing. There was never a time in our history that Chukwu Abiyama made us to be together with them. It has never, not for one single day. If it was the wish of the Most High to keep the zoo called Nigeria as one, when Hausa attacked us 345 years ago, they would have succeeded in conquering us. But they did not. Their army failed. They conquered Yoruba, took a learning from them, transformed it into an emirate. They never came close to us. Why did they not succeed? Chukwu Abiyama doesn't want them to be with us. And they can never be with us. They will never ever be with us. These are the things you need to understand. These are the things you need to appreciate. Bomb blast is going off in Adamawa. Who is killing who? Is Buhari. The stock exchange of the zoo have lost another 311 billion in one day. The zoo is collapsing. Because if you are sensible, if you have brain and you invested money in the stock exchange, the best thing for you to go and do is to go and take it out. Because the zoo is falling. Nothing can stop it from collapsing. I say nothing can stop it from collapsing. People are praying for one Nigeria. The era of dependence on government is over, according to Gaidam. In the Hausa. So they know they have been depending on government ever since. We travel outside, come to Japan, we load container, we send home, and Hausa man is waiting for you. You pay custom duty, Hausa will eat it. You go on the road, Hausa, as you are settling them on the road, they are taking the money. How many of you have shipped something back home? How many times how many Hausa points do you encounter on the road before you get home? But to you, it means nothing. You see, this is what worries me with how we reason. As you're paying them that money, bribe along the to you, it means nothing. 1,000 here, 4,000 there, 10,000 there. To you, it means nothing. But let me tell you something. What you are doing is to confirm to them on the road that you're a slave, that they can do to you anything they like. From setting up that roadblock, they begin to kill your children. You cannot do anything about it because you've accepted it. This is one thing our people don't quite appreciate. Now, if your container lands in Lagos, they put it on a trailer and take it to Kaduna. It's called dry dock. Are you aware of that one? Are you people aware of it? You go there and you clear your container in Kaduna. Dry dock. Then from Kaduna, you begin to pay customs again until you get to Nnewi. Or wherever your container is going to. But none of you can go out and say, is it not the same water that is flowing to Lagos that is coming to Warri, to Iguacha, and to Calabar? Is it not the same water? Atlantic Ocean, is it not the same water? Why can't the same ship at least carry on a little bit further, go to Warri and stop, or go to Iguacha, which you call Port Harcourt, or go to Calabar and stop there? Why not? I ask you. Because as always, we think we have sense. Only if you talk to somebody, oh, my grandmother told me about the war. Hey, if you see what happened during the war, you won't talk about war again. I beg your pardon. And I said to them, no wonder black people made the perfect slaves in the whole world. The only race in the whole world that agreed to work as donkey in the farm, black people. All those people who were afraid to rebel and to riot in America to free themselves from slavery, knowing fully well that the people will be shot dead in the process. Are they still alive today? Are they not all dead? But by virtue of their acquiescence, by virtue of the fact that they stayed on and served as slaves up until today. Are blacks not suffering it in America? Till tomorrow morning now. Till tomorrow morning. Because those who were meant to make sacrifices did not make it in good time. You know, they say it's on people, John. We are Niger Delta. Is that what they say? We are from Niger Delta.
Morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra land. Today is the 13th day of August 2022, being Saturday. We are here live and direct and without taking any time, any further time. But before that, I will apologize for coming late. It is due to unforeseen circumstances, technical issues that hindered us from starting at the time. I will hand over the microphone, the platform, to the head of the Directorate of States of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Edoziem. Mazi, welcome to the program. Please, over to you.
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan. Thank you so much. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, the whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and good night to all of you wonderful people of Biafra. My name is Mazi Edoziem. I come from Ihe-Oma. Ihe-Oma is in Olo province of Biafra land.
I want them to come. Remember what I told you many years ago? They will kill us. We will kill them. In the end, Biafra will come. Everything I tell you comes to pass. They will know they are gentle. They will come. They are foolish. By nature, they are very hopeless. They will come. This time around, we will turn Biafra land into a burial ground for terrorists. They will understand how serious we are. We have raised it. It's no longer coming down until freedom is declared. They understand that very well. They understand that very well. There is need for us to remain focused. Going into this 2021, focused. Don't allow yourselves to become distracted. That was what happened to us during the war. Had we fought that war up until August or September of 1970, we would have won. That would have been victory. Nixon would have stepped in. That would have been victory. But we gave up as we always do. Mandis UG. After a little, mental toughness is not in us. After a little thing, we just give up. Look at Trump, how Trump is fighting. It is enough. Oh, why don't you concede now? Oh, why don't you give up now? Hey, give up now. Let's leave it for God. Let God do it. Trump said no.
Because in a first world like the United States of America, any hint of electoral fraud ought to be investigated. These are white people. You think they're going to tolerate? You think they are black Africans? No. This time around, we will turn Biafra land into a burial ground for terrorists. They will understand how serious we are. We have raised it. It's no longer coming down until freedom is declared. They understand that very well. They understand that very well. There is need for us to remain focused. Going into this 2021, focused. Don't allow yourselves to become distracted. That was what happened to us during the war. Had we fought that war up until August or September of 1970, we would have won. That would have been victory. Nixon would have stepped in. That would have been victory. But we gave up as we always do. After a little, mental toughness is not in us. After a little thing, we just give up. Look at Trump, how Trump is fighting. It is enough. Oh, why don't you concede now? Oh, why don't you give up now? Hey, give up now. Let's leave it for God. Let God do it. Trump said no. Because in a first world like the United States of America,
n'oge omechi ụzọ osi mpịara na-azụ nwa igirigo ọgụ nke mmụọ ọ gịnị ka m ga-etu gị ka o zuolo gị asị m n'oge akara aka eluo ịbụ mmụọ ka mmụọ ibe ka ibe Chukwu okike onye obiọma sị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo mmụọ niile m na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo oke mmụọ oke mmụọ oke mmụọ oke mmụọ oke mmụọ oke mmụọ mmụọ niile m na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye elu tetenụ n'ụra tetenụ n'ụra tetenụ n'ụra tetenụ n'ụra asị m n'ọnwa unu nwoke bụ nwa eze Chukwu bụ ụzọ mba aka ji ọfọ Igbo ọzọ eme nte eme ime ọsị m nọ ya nọ n'etiti unu taa ọsọ unu binye elu n'oge akara aka eluo mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie asị m gị binye mmụọ na-afụ na ife afụ na nzuzo asị m gị binye oke ọfọ ji eje ọgụ asị m unu binye ọfọ ndị Igbo niile asị m gị binye ọfọ ndị mmiri asị m gị binye ọfọ ndị ikuku asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị osimiri asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị nwanyị na-ebe asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị idodi ikwu na-eme asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị amambara asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị osimiri ndị aba asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị ala Igbo niile asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị ọgba asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị anike wawa asị m gị binye oke arụsị na n'ike ojuru nwaanyị aga anị asị m gị binye n'oge akara aka eluo igirigo ọgụ mmụọ asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọkwa nwa dike asị m dododo unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na chijireji efola asị m unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na chijireji efola nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Igbo dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Biafra dị ndụ asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọ nwa dike ọ sị na mberede nyiri dike na mberede ka o ji ama nwa dike ọ ya ka m ji akpọ unu n'isi ọhamadike bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ya nwa bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ otu ọnụ na-ekwuchitere mba niile ụkpaka na-agba n'udo mmiri na-agba n'oge nke ya asị m unu binye n'isi ya nye ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike napụta ya na eke napụta ya na orie napụta ya na afọ napụta ya na nkwọ asị m na ahịa akara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ na ahịa akara aka agaghị eri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu ga-anapụta Nnamdi Kanu na eke napụta ya na orie napụta ya na afọ napụta ya na nkwọ asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya tụgharịa kwụ mma ka ọnụ kọrọ ogiri ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lachaa Chukwu okike abịa ama onye jiri mmiri siri ike kpọọ aja were aja siri ike kpọọ mmadụ asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị eke n'ala Igbo asị m na eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-eketara ya ndụ oke ga-eketara ya Biafra oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ asị m na mbọsọ ga-apụta ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra ndị ilu ya ga-anọ n'ụla ọkwa na ekwe osu asị m gịnị bụ ekwe osu asị m na mbọsọ ga-apụta ya bụ ndị ilo ga-anọ n'ụra ọha bụ ndị ha nwa bụ ekwesu asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwuo mma asị m ọbịa igbu Nnamdi Kanu gbuo onwe ya onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri ọnụ niile kpọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lacha osisi abụla oturu ga-emeche wee kwele onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu aka asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ osisi ahụ fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe asị m ikuku futuo gị anya ọbụla fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla asị m alịla akọrọ ya n'anya onye fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa ya ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị Chukwu okike abịa ma asị m na belede nyiri dike belede ka o ji amawa dike asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose ọ dadị ukwu ose enu na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu na ọkwanụ nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ama afụ ya anya asị m na eje anaba isi ije asị m na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwi asị m na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi echi anaghị agwụ agwụ maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri ọ bụla eje nkụ asị m na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmeri asị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo asị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welere asị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga tụnye ugo ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri tụnye ugo n'elu ugo nye ike n'elu ike nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu na efufe unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo na ofufe a sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ga nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo ga nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra ga nwee ike wee kwuchi anyị ọnụ ka ha nwee ike wee kachi anyị ọnụ ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri ndị nwe ikuku ndị nwe anyanwụ mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile ọ kwafọrọ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra asị m unu binyenu asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ a ọkwa na unu ga-aga bụori ahịa ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule asị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo asị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebubu ụzọ asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eli nnu asị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee lie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ama aja anyị
ise. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct, and today is the 21st day of October 2022, being Friday, Obochiorie. Friday, Obochiorie. Orie market day in our calendar. Therefore, I enjoin each and every one of you to draw nearer to your listening devices, because we are here to continue preaching the gospel of liberation, the gospel of emancipation, the gospel of freedom, that we, the wretched of the earth, Black Africa, we be liberated. That is why we do what we are doing, because the liberation of Biafra will start the real emancipation of black race. Believe it or not, that is why the whole for almost all the forces of this world are trying to make sure that we don't emancipate. You understand? Because they know that once we govern ourselves, Once we are in control of our destiny by restoring our nation, that the sky is our limit. We want to be on the mainstream world development. What has been denied Africans, black sub-Saharan, when I talk about Africa, I mean sub-Saharan Africa. That is what we are doing. You may like it or hate it, our modus operandi, but that is the reality of what we are doing. We are not happy when we see developed countries, other continents progressing, developing. But when you come to Africa, can you imagine? You come to Africa, exactly what Hitler, what the Second World War Hitler wanted Africa, wanted to turn Africa into after the conquest of the whole Europe and the whole world. He wants to turn Africa into a farmland. Let me tell you, let me ask you, is Africa not a farmland today, where you go and collect raw materials? Because in a farmland, you don't grow cooked food. You don't grow food that are already made, that are produced. It's raw. So Africa is a farmland. What Hitler wanted to do, now the Europeans, the wider Europeans say, okay, he gave them idea, and they used diplomacy. They diplomatically, politically turned Africa into a farmland. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go to Congo. Go to a place they call Goma, the region. Everywhere is controlled by warlords, and is the richest part of Congo, or if not one of the richest. What of other places? In Niger, uranium is being collected for free by France. For free. And Gabon. What of in Nigeria, the zoo? Oil, crude oil is for free for the whole world, championed by Britain and America. We don't hide the facts. That is the reality. Yesterday I said something about domination, which I will continue, although in a short form, because many things are happening in Biafra land, in our land today. They are ready to jail a so-called Yahoo boy, even 50 years in America. They are ready to extradite a so-called Nigerian that duped or defrauded an American citizen of $20,000. I am not supporting cyber criminality. No. But why do you demonize one and the other ones you whitewash it? Why is it so in this world? That is my annoyance. America is holding hush puppy today, who is a cyber fraudster, being extradited from Dubai. Yes, we are not supporting evil or crime, but we shouldn't support any form of criminology, because they are powerful. So they have to extradite many Nigerians from even Nigeria. But look, crude oil worth billions of dollars worth of crude oil are flowing into America every blessed day, illegal. Money is flowing through Chase Bank, West Fargo, all those American banks every day. They don't talk about it. They allow it because it's coming from a farmland. They are illegally taking away what is there for people. But when you touch their citizens, they come for you. This is a word sometimes I become puzzled. The hypocrisy in the world. And that is why we need to be free, so that we render ourselves powerful. Because what they are telling us is this: as a country, go and fight crime, any fraud against your country. So if you have power, we see that in this world is a jungle. Let me tell you, it's a jungle, the survival of the fittest, whether you like it or not. You know, advancement, human beings turn it into use a diplomacy and politics in order to simplify domination. They simplify the conquest and domination so that even a layman cannot understand it. That is the reality. That is why billions of dollars worth of crude oil is flowing to Europe, America, illegally from Nigeria. They are not buying it. They are stealing it. They are stealing it. Every blessed day. Millions of barrels of crude oil every blessed day. Because they have the guns. But when they are ready to jail somebody for defrauding a British citizen up to 30 years, defrauding him or her $5,000 pound sterling. Don't you see that there is something there? Don't you see that? But when it comes to their own stealing, now you have to go through Congress to beg them, support us now so that you stop this stealing. Support now. And one good Samaritan in the Senate House will say, yes, this is not good. Stealing is part of stealing. So let us help Nigeria at least. Even if we can stop at least 20% of the whole stealing, it is good news. They will be, playing pranks with it, whitewashing it, and it's so simply. And we are buying it when it is in the news. Abacha loot. We are not going to return it. We are going to just give a condition for returning a fraction of it, because you have to put it in the defense of. You have to put the whole money in defense of LGBT. Your own money that was stolen. Nobody is held accountable. Those people that stole the crude oil every day are there waxing stronger in foreign countries with their collaborators in the zoo. But do now, let they hear that you defraud an American or European citizen of $10,000. Hey, the whole world will bring the person killing him. These are monkeys. They are criminals. They demonize you. Say you see journalists trying to trap the person publicly so that the whole world will see how bad Africans are. Why should they even try to defraud their demigods? Sometimes I check all these things, I shed tears. I said the only thing is that because we are not powerful. That is why we Biafrans start from the scratch. I could remember China was nowhere to be found in the world stage, even till the 80s. Let me tell you, China, as huge as they are, they were nowhere to be found. They don't talk, nothing. Even many Chinese have been, they are suffering from hunger. Until a time comes, they say no. This type of politics we are playing, being closed up, say is a system that no. Let us change something. Let us change our politics so that we get another result. And they opened up their economy. And they started encouraging manufacturing. People using their brains. Something Nigeria can never, I say never in a 1 million years do. You see young talented youths, Biafrans, so-called Nigerians, lavishing. Their innovations are there. No person cares. They leave them to rotten. China took up that mantle and said, look, we need to do something differently. We have the population. We need to be in the world stage. How do we do it? We first of all go low, start investing on our own people, to empower them, to let them understand the importance of working, importance of thinking, importance of hard work, and they went into work. Today, China is the largest economy. China is in the world stage, challenging even America. Do you understand that? It is not by mere sheer, before the technologies that the Europeans they do guy with. They don't bring it to Africa. If they bring any slightest thing, they sell it to the amount, the price that people cannot be able to buy. They are doing guy. China came and open, bastardize everything, open up. Say this thing the Europeans are using to do guy technology. Look at. They opened up technology so that if you are willing, you go and learn. But the Europeans, remember, they are the people that brought the Bible, brought Jesus Christ to save us. Every time I refer to this. But they cannot show us even their technology. Even our own home-built technology, Biafran technologies, they use the caliphate in order to destroy it. But they gave us Bible. Akwụkwọ nsọ. Anyị na-agụ na-eche eluigwe. Anyị na-aga eluigwe. Sometimes if I think the way we are, we are caged. I don't know. That we are now open. That we have liberated themselves. We have risen up from being dead bodies. I'm telling you honestly. The Europeans, all of a sudden, they brought you a savior. Hey, he saved everybody once you believe. Very easy. Even they make it very easy for everybody. Oh, just believe, confess your sin and believe, and it's free of charge. These people, no, this thing. That is why they fear Biafrans. Honestly, but their simple technology, no way. They steal everything we have and still continue stealing. But they give us a savior telling us to hope this world is not your place. There is a better home. But they themselves, they have a better home here. Let us think like human beings, in short. We need to start reasoning like human beings, honestly speaking. So we must continue preaching. That is the highest thing. The most important thing is education, so that the people will be enlightened. This, I say it, this is an era of African enlightenment. Europeans, they had their own in 15th, 16th, 17th century. You understand? 15th, 16th, 17th century, they had their own awakening. They move out from thinking sheepishly, religiously. Now they start having confidence in themselves that after all they can do something. That is enlightenment. That after all, let us stop believing that, oh, there is another better place. Oh, we don't have to do it. It's God that will do it for us. Oh, God created us to be poor. Oh, just like this, so don't worry, we should be happy in poverty. After death, you go to heaven. Europeans remove themselves from this type of mentality, from this pattern of reasoning. And today, no person needs to tell you. You are seeing the result. That is it. That is what we are trying to do. That is not trying to do, that is what we are doing, because education is number one. It is the basic requirements. We must continue we see what is happening in our land, in our own land, in our own cherished land. How the Nigerian government, the Nigerian military is destroying our goods, Biafran goods in our land. They are sabotaging importation of goods into Biafra land. What they did in 1967, they are still doing it today. Destroy people's had the end without government, without any government contribution. Biafrans goods, businesses destroying them. When you watch that, I watched the thing, I shed tears. They are causing the, this Ebubago, Nigerian military and the Ebuba. Do you see what Gowon said? Do you see what Dave Omahi strives to form? Something that is against us, anti-us. And where is Dave Omahi today? Is he a president? Is he a vice president? The answer is no. Is he a presidential candidate? The answer is no. Akpagoya. They have used him to establish a Bubago and he cannot stop it again. Do you see how the internal saboteurs are worse than devil? Do you see that? Do you see how the people that fought, Biafrans that fought against Biafra war, that fought against us, do you see how they are worse than Lucifer? They are worse than even the caliphate, the Fulani. They are worse. Because they put us in a situation that is hard for everybody. In short, they are Igbos, they are Biafrans. Now they give our enemies the insight on how we act. That is the ugliness of it. If not for Biafrans fighting on the Nigerian side during the 1967-1970 war, before God and man, Biafra would have been free. What I'm telling you is factual. Remember, during the Ghana ambush, Murtala Mohammed survived it. Thousands of the whole Nigerian section, military section, we are wiped off. I said completely wiped off. Murtala Mohammed ran. He survived. He went to go on. He said, please, let us stop this war. Start negotiating with Ojukwu about the boundaries of Biafra and Nigeria. Finish. Because we don't know what these people fight with. We don't know how they fight. Do you know what happened? Go on, try to start to make a move for negotiation for our boundaries. But do you know, it is the likes of Ike or Ike Nwachukwu, the likes of Ike Omar Sanda Nwachukwu, the likes of Okpa Biaseka that went and told Gowon, say, do you know what you are doing? We are, what you say, what you want to negotiate so that tomorrow now Ojukwu will become the president of Biafra and I will be here in exile. No. I know my people. Look at. Keep on. Don't ever do that. Don't negotiate. Keep on. I know their secret. We are the same blood now, so I know them. And he will release some secrets. And go on. When Cassiope continue. Do you see? If you see a saboteur, of our struggle. Internal sabotage. If you have poison, if you have cyanide, quietly, because I'm saying this on A. A saboteur, a non-saboteur, anywhere in the world, do not sabotage what you are doing. You cyanide. You as a poison. And when some plants you can use anything. Because these are he himself or herself is a poison. Do you understand that? Either you poison him or her, or if you allow him to grow to be alive, is a poison itself. These are the likes of Okwa Biaseka. These are the people that keep us in this mess. Do you understand? The likes of the Igbo governors that I don't understand how. Look at who pulls of them. They never learn. I say from year immemorial, they can never learn. They continue behaving the same thing. They will see the demise of a saboteur like them, that behaved like them, and they see the end is bad. They continue. It don't detire them. They continue doing, saying, "Now this is my time." Most of them must say, "This is his time. This thing he has been praying to God for since he was born, and this opportunity God gave it to them to be a ruler in Imo." And somebody wants to take it out from him. That God, instead, everybody will perish. Do you see the mindset saboteurs, this pest they have in our land? Do you see their mindset? They want us all finished. Nigerian government plans to sabotage importing of goods into Biafra land by attacking truck drivers in the eastern region, as to hike prices in the southeastern region, as they plan to wage war against the Biafran people. Almost all the major roads in many cities in Biafra land are locked down today, 21st of October 2022, because many truck drivers were attacked by suspected Fulani Nigeria security officers together with Ebubago and other armed mercenaries in Biafra land. There were attacks against the truck drivers along the Enugu-Aba-Iguacha Expressway. About 10 trailers were attacked, and they were also used to block the highway. Enugu-Onisha Expressway near toll gate. About 8 to 10 trucks were used to block the road. Also in Obuluafo, Enugu State, also blocked the trailer drivers. Also, there were the same incidents in Abia State all around. Along Aba Ikote Ekpene Road, Iguacha Road, Orata Road in Aba, Iguacha Expressway, Aba Iguacha Expressway. Also in Iguacha, there were some attack along east-west road of Iguacha, and seems to be coordinated attacks around Biafra land. Biafrans must be on alert as things are getting rough these days. Do you see? Do you see? That is the blockade they started. You know, if you are a Biafran and you don't know that we're in a war, you think that everything is okay. Now you're a fool. You are simply a fool. You are idiots, an idiot. You think that everything is normal. You are an idiot. I'm telling you. Do you see how they tactically blocked everywhere, so that we shall be in a cage? Do you see that? This is the reason why they don't neither develop, they don't encourage building seaports in our land. No. Sea transportation. Do you know that you can have river travels, build boats to travel even from Onisha down to Lokoja? Do you know that? To Benue, through to River Benue even. Do you know that? But in the zoo, no, they don't develop. You don't even talk about it. It's political. And we have so-called political elites What is happening is despicable. They are burning our properties. They are destroying our goods, the goods in Biafra land, sabotaging goods from not entering into our land. But make no mistake about it, nothing can break the will of a determined people. Nothing. Nada. Nothing can break our will. We are going home. You understand? And all those collaborators, you know, when you see this Ebubago, yes, some of them are from outside. Some of them are not Igbos, but there are Igbos there that guide them. And I used to think how their mindset, I used to just try to feel like them. How, I put myself in their shoe and say, how do they feel? Burning goods worth billions of naira of their own people, killing their own people, their own blood. Whereas we have seen many testimonies of there is a clip I played here of a Nigerian soldier. I don't know whether it's a Yoruba or I know it's a non-Fulani. A Nigerian soldier that he said he kills Boko Haram too much. He kills them too much to the extent that he said he doesn't miss his target. But do you know that one Fulani soldier beside him, serving as a Nigerian soldier beside him, shoot on him, wanted to kill him. Luckily for him, he didn't die. He shot him a bullet. And he passed through his stomach without damaging any vital organ. He lived to testify. Otherwise, they would have said, oh, he died of Boko Haram killed him. That is how many of our people are dying in Zampisa forest, in the north as military. Their own military comrades, Nigerian military comrades, will just kill them, shoot them and kill them unexpectedly. They say, they are dead. Do you understand that? Who are the foolish people? That is the question I used to ask. Are we not foolish? How can you in the military? You are in a Bubago, you call yourself only a Bubago. You are serving Nigeria. They are paying you whether 30,000 naira a month. And now they tell you go and kill your people, destroy your people's properties, and you are happy. You should be miserable, honestly. It is ununderstandable. I cannot understand it. But that is what is happening. You see, in the internet, that is what is happening everywhere. You see it. The burning trailers that are conveying goods to Biafra land block everywhere. They block everywhere so that there will be blockade. Do you see that? Do you see that? What is in a state of war more than that? What is that? When we are offloading terrorists in Enugu from helicopters, people, when you show these things, people see it. Some useless Biafrans see it as this is propaganda. No, we are Nigerian. When it start happening, they start calling Nigeria, the government to come and help us. And I see that you people don't have no remedy. I'm telling you. But we are Biafrans. We are IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. We must continue. And in this way also, there is one other news. I commend the decision of Governor Chukwuma Soludo in banning Bet Naija, Naira Bet, other gambling services and casinos in Anambra. It is a welcome development, because they are facing us in every way. You go to school, you don't have job. They use religion to continue making you having false hope of one nice place, a heaven built of gold. So even if you are poor here, don't worry, you are going to paradise. Continue suffering. Suffer and smile. There is no problem. That is another dimension. They also bring this Bet Niger pools. Before when we are small, we see people playing pools as a vagabond. I could remember. When you go, you see people in pool houses. They tell us, our families tell us, our parents tell us, never, even don't ever watch them. If you pass, just pass the shop. Go direct. Don't ever watch. And we became afraid of. Personally, I saw people playing pools that time. Palm 3 from 4. I saw them as real wasted vagabonds. you understand? But today they made it official. Government encourage it. Make you to be fantasizing. Make our youths to be fantasizing always. Calling millions and millions and millions. Oh no, it remain only one number. I would have win. You make you more miserable and miserable. This is a grand plan. It's a grand plan. It is not something that is out of just like that, out of the blues. No. So Governor Chukwuma Soludo, he did the right thing of banning all these casinos, which is deceiving our people. It is a welcome development. Let me also check other news, just few other news headlines. We see that our leader is still in illegal detention illegally. Do you understand? He is still illegally detained. There is no two ways about it. Nigeria scored an offside goal by extraordinarily renditioning our leader from Kenya back to Nigeria that they don't have their passports. And the Nigerian courts, appeal court, has ordered that our leader should be released, that he has no case to answer into any Nigerian court, in any Nigerian court. Because the extraordinary rendition of our leader annuls or bars any type of trial. It's an offside goal. There is no way you can negotiate a goal that is called through offside. You cannot complain and say no, but we have to appeal. No, the goal is it's offside. No, the question is ended. The ends is offside. This is what Nigeria committed. Therefore, we must continue reminding. We must continue reminding all and sundry in order to continue mounting pressure on the Nigeria Caliphate. Because what they are trying to steer, there is pressure underneath. I said it yesterday. Maybe people might not understand, but it is real. The ugly situation will touch everybody. So the best thing is to release our leader as ordered by the Nigerian court. That is the reality. Therefore, we should never allow ourselves to be intimidated. Look, I don't know. Biafrans, do we want to do this or do we want to stop and be slaves forever? Do you know that if we stop what we are doing, all of us will be hunted and be massacred? Do you know that? That's why there is no reverse. There is no stop in our in our dictionary. No stop. We should never be intimidated by what they are doing. No, 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 no. This is 21st century. Do you see any Boko Haram onslaught again or ISIS? Because they told them to keep quiet so that the Nigerian government that is using them, the Nigerian caliphate, the Fulani caliphate that is sponsoring them, it is them, the Fulani caliphate. They told them to wait. This is electioneering time. Keep quiet, so that they will not say, there is no peace. There is confusion in the northeast or in the northwest or in north central. Just hold on, and that is why they are holding on. We will never be intimidated. We are Biafrans. There is one other news headline. It's just a story. Nigerian student killed by private plane he rented for dinner date in America. When you look the name, a 21-year-old Nigerian student schooling in the United States was killed by a propeller on a private plane he had rented for a dinner. Just watch, listen to the name. Sani Aliyu died on Sunday, October 16th, after walking into a spinning propeller of a small plane on the way back from dates. He went to dates with a private plane. When you look the name, you see that. Go and dig it. You know, they don't want to say he's a son of. I read the whole thing. They didn't say he's a son of this person. No, no. But check it. It will be the son of a Nigerian northern politician. That one, I'm sure of it. They go, people that steal billions and billions of naira every blessed day through our crude oil. What? You know, money is nothing to them. Some of their children go to school from 5-star hotels. Do you understand? For years, the whole year is in school. They go to school from 5-star hotels. They live there in 5-star hotels. You know, our people don't know, the mess we are in. Our people don't know the mess we are in. These people, they loot. They don't steal. They loot everything. You understand? So when you look at the name of this guy, Sani Aliyu, you will see that if you dig it, you will see that it is a son of one politician, one northern politician. Do you understand me? It is a son of one northern politician. They don't pity for money. They don't pity money because they get it a roof in our land. So why should they pity it? But we go and scavenge everywhere. That is the saddest part of it. We must continue. I will go, let me before I go to the subject matter, which will not take very short because I want people to contribute more today. What they are doing in our land, this blockade, they say tankers block roads, trailers, and they go and burn them. The Bubago come, military come. Have you forgotten how many times, even in our own land, has the Fulani blocked the roads with their trailers and tankers, saying no movement because of one thing or the other? Is there any repercussion? Did they burn their trailers, Dangote trailers? The answer is no. The answer is no. But the hatred in Nigeria against us, I don't know, it is more than the hatred of the Arabs against the Jews. I'm telling you honestly. There is no way we can stay together. It is impossible. There is no way. That is why when I look at some people gallivanting, they will fix Nigeria, vote me in, I'll fix Nigeria, I look at them as criminals. Simply criminals, mischief makers. They know what they are doing. I've been saying this, thank God I've been saying this for some time. What Britain wants to do is to destroy IPOB. Use a political sentiment of our people, our sentiments, to destroy, relegate IPOB to the background. And IPOB will become as irrelevant as MASOP, as MEND, Movement for the Emancipation of Niger Delta, that now is relegated to, anniversary celebrations. That is what they want to do. But little did they know that we know them. They can't do nothing. We know their modus operandi. We know what, we know their way. Do you understand me? So, there is nothing they can do. There is nothing, I say nothing they can do. Therefore, we must continue. I will go to the topic of my submission, which it is a continuation of yesterday's topic, which is a question. Is domination and conquest part of human advancement? And I answered in the affirmative. You understand? That domination and conquest is part of human advancement. Like what is happening in our land today. The Fulani Caliphate is trying to dominate and conquer us. And we resist. We are resisting and we resist. In a 1 million years, they cannot do it. We are Biafrans. It doesn't matter that they are using the Nigeria state or state apparatus, state power. But they cannot. They cannot. Because we should never be weak. You understand? We should never be weak. Weak people, they are not cherished, are not recognized. There is no time you call maybe, oh, God of Amorites. No. Don't they have gods? No. You talk about God of very domineering people. People that were conquered. That is the thing. That is why Roman Empire, you have Roman Catholic Church. Because they were empires. They conquered. The world, this world is the world of the conquerors. The reason why you have Anglican Church today, because England conquered. Do you understand? So, the reason why you have an Anglican Church is because England is an empire that conquered. So they established their ideology. You understand? And you continue walking like that. You continue walking with their ideology they induced in us, following what they programmed you to be. That is the only thing. Why you today you hear, oh, you are Roman Catholic, I'm a Catholic Church, I'm Roman, because Rome conquered. There was a time Rome dominated. Do you understand me? They conquered everywhere. So they left their conquests everywhere they go, including our land. And today you are a proud Roman Catholic Church. I mean Roman Catholic Church adherent. Why? Because Rome conquered. So it's an advancement. When people talk, argue, you defend them. You defend your ideology. No, it is this, it is that. You say, okay. You defend the Roman Pope. It's infallible. Pope, the infallibility of Pope. Why are you engaged in this ideology? The ideology of the conquerors. There is no space for the weak. That is what I'm telling you today. No, this world is not for the weak. It is for the conquered. I mean, it is for the conquerors, for the dominant species. People love them. Whether if you want, subjugate people, as long as you are a conqueror, later on, people will start cherishing you. That is why, like I said yesterday, people use their money in our land and go and buy a name, chieftaincy title, become Ago one, answer the name of an animal with money. Why? Because lion is a conqueror, it's a dominator. Do you understand me? You know, I'm explaining this to a layman's understanding so that everybody will understand me. That is why I put it that domination and conquest is part of human advancement. You don't admire losers, never. No matter how they struggle, but they lost. You don't even admire them. You don't answer their name. But those of the conquerors, that is why today you have Port Harcourt. Because these are the people that conquered us. Port Harcourt, who is a pedophile. But you answer his name, you are happy. Now, where are you going? Now, I'm going to Port Harcourt. Now, where are you living? Now, I live in Port Harcourt, which is Iguacha, normally. You are proud to answer his name. Why? Because they are conquerors. They dominated us physically. They dominated us mentally. Now you start defending what they put inside you. All those things is what we are trying to sanitize. We are trying to make sure that we remove ourselves from it. We are trying to build ourselves into conquerors also. Into dominant species. It's not a bad thing to be dominant. You understand me? It is not a bad thing to be a dominant species. Do you understand what I mean? It is not a bad thing. If you are not dominant species, you become a prey. We are in a world of jungle, for goodness sake, where, you know, the most powerful preys on the weak. That is why, as I say, you know, that clip, you know, it's just a small thing that was released to the public, and we have to make use of it. Where our oil, the Biafran crude oil, you know, when we say, in our leader say here that Nigerian oil, they don't have meter. Shell is number one. They are criminals. But are you going to hold them accountable? You don't have power. They will say, okay, we will investigate. And they will call the Nigerian presidency and tell them, hey. You know, because Shell is richer than Nigeria. How? Because of illegal crude oil they have been amassing. They have been stealing. Do you see that type of stealing? No person, it becomes whitewashed. It's a normal thing. But when they see a Yahoo boy, somebody that stole from their citizen, the whole world will know. They will ring the bell, blow their horn in their mainstream media. That is the world we are living. Do you know why? Because we are not strong as a people. That is the reason. If we have a strong nation, where we can, first of all, because what the most important thing, the number one thing for a nation is to be able to feed herself. That is why Thomas Sankara, when he entered office in 1983, he first of all changed the mentality of people of Burkinabes from being beggars into being productive. That is the most important thing first. that you can produce what you eat. Not, you beg for rice. They'll give you free tea, give you egg. There is no free breakfast or free meal in Freetown. The name is Freetown, but there is no free meal there. You understand? Nothing is free. There is no free egg. All these things they are telling you is fallacy. Oh, United Nations is helping. They are sending food aid to this, to that. They are giving money to. That is arrant nonsense. When they tell you the condition, you even, as a citizen of that country, you say, no, no, no. Why are our politicians accepting it? Instead, let us go hungry. It's better. Thomas Sankara, first of all, came into power. First of all, talk to the people, energize them that they can be productive. Irrespective of that time, Burkina Faso was 10%, only 10% literate. 10% or even less. For you to understand that it is not only when you read the letters that you can do something. Everybody has a role to play. Everybody should have a role to play. He made them to start working, to farm, that to feed themselves. That is number one. Because before you can be able to think normal, you have to feed. You have to eat nice. You have to feed. You have to, feed yourself first before you can think like a normal human being. You understand? Now he went to work. I used to give example of Thomas Sankara to make you understand that there is no excuse. It is desertification that is causing the problem of Burkina. No. Burkina Faso is a Sahel region. You understand? It is a Sahel region till today. Now he made them to start thinking in another way around. I'm talking about Thomas Sankara. Now France come with their normal aid. We will give you aid of through America saying, no, don't worry, we'll give you IMF, we will loan you so amount. He said, no, we don't need it. We don't need it. This young man started going from village to village, talking to people, to citizens, that you can make it, you can do it. That those white people you buy jeans from, that you import jeans, you import everything you eat, that they are human beings like you. That only if we think the way they think, we can do something. We can feed ourselves. Because there is land. There is nothing like excuse. There should be no excuse. I used to say it. There should be no poor country. I say I saw where Bola Tinubu was saying, Nigeria is a poor country. Climate change, I don't know, Jackons is talking. These are people, the buffoons they give to. Chineke, you're from a poor country, right? But he's a billionaire. He is a world-class billionaire, which he cannot account. He cannot give account of how he made his billions, if not through stealing. Somebody that was a drug pusher in America in the 80s. All of a sudden, he wangled himself. He wangled his way into government. And he became a billionaire. He stole everything. That is how they are. Nigerians are criminals. I'm telling you, I'm not saying Nigerians are criminals. That is why they support criminality. Criminals to rule them. Now, in order to be on the dominating side, you have to start building, bases, foundations. What are the foundations? At least there are things you have to do. Being able to feed yourself. Being able to be productive as a human being. Who can do it? It's only through a formidable structure, formidable government that can, put a policy of sponsoring talents. Sometimes I sit down, I think, I say, look, I ask this question. You see European football, the same football Africans are playing, right? The same football being played elsewhere in our land. Europeans build stadium. We build stadium in the zoo called Nigeria. But how much are they paying players? You know, development is everywhere. It's total, everywhere. They organize themselves to the extent that even footballers, young men and women, could benefit and become millionaires, if not billionaires, in naira and other currencies. In Nigeria First League, Premier League, how much are they paying players? You know, I want you to be thinking all round. But this is the same league, the Europeans, that are, when somebody is being signed of $10 million or euro, 20 million, 30 million, 50 million, even 100 million. But in Nigeria, how many are they paying? How many are they signing? Maybe 1 million naira. And they will be paying them 20,000 naira a month. Now, when a footballer travels, wangles his way from Nigeria now to Europe, he becomes something. He himself didn't change as a human being. You don't ask yourself, why? Why is it so? Why is it so? You see Africans trying to go to Europe in order to play football. They have the talents. But that thing is not developed in their land. I want people to start asking, think in a sophisticated way. Please. It's common sense. And there you start seeing that there is something terribly wrong. There is something terribly wrong. There is something terribly wrong. Today they make football, once you play in one club in Europe, you become a millionaire in dollar and euro. The same football people are playing in Nigeria, even playing more, putting more effort, but no money. Why is it so? It's a question you need to answer. Therefore, to be a dominating factor, you have to build your base. That is what IPOB is doing. In order to make sure that we are human beings, not for talking sake. We are productive human beings. People that reason in another way around. People that reason critically. People that use their common sense. That is the basic foundation of being a dominant or a dominator. You understand me? You plan things. You become resilient. We use our brain like Japan. Japan don't have a oil field. No gas, natural gas in their land. No coltan. Instead, they are being chased around, killed every year by hurricanes, by earthquakes and other natural causes, natural disasters, like tsunamis, which we don't suffer. But they use their brain. Even they build skyscrapers that they use spring in the basic as the foundation, so that even if there is an earthquake, you see a skyscraper shaking, but it will not fall. It's technology. It's their brain. It's their brain that did it. Do you understand me? Venice built a city, even right from the 16th century, on top of a water, till today. In Italy, Venice. It is brain technology. It is human brain. They start thinking what they can do. Why is this brain there? That is why Japan is what it is today. And Japan can be able to feed the whole of Africa. What is Little Japan? What is the secret? It is for you to find out. All these things is what we are trying to, put ourselves, to form ourselves into being in that mental state, so that we can develop our brains, so that we can become productive. Look at in Nigeria, you see talents, go to secondary school excursions or exhibitions. Exhibitions, science exhibitions. You see wonders, what little children can manufacture. But is there any follow-up? The answer is no. You see billionaires, individual billionaires in our land, in the zoo. They don't even want to think about, they don't even talk that side. They don't know somebody can bring out, even if it is ordinary 10 million naira, and sponsor a child. Say, okay, this thing, develop it more. This thing you build, can you build it more? From there, it starts developing. That is how private investment. But when they do it, they don't think that way. What matters to them is going to show up on, funeral, throwing money and marriages. They are ready to throw 5 million at a time, spread it to answer Akonesio BK1. Very miserable and primitive-minded set of people. Primitive-minded. Are you talking of Almajiri? Oh, their own is to marry 10 wives. They don't even believe that a human being can think. They don't believe that. They say no, thinking is of God. Let God, leave God to think for everybody. You fight for God, and God will think for us. For them is to loot anything they see on the ground. Just take over and loot, steal. Take from the ground. There is Allah that gives to them. That is their mindset. We should not continue like this. Remember, it's a question. You can call and answer and give your reply. Is domination and conquest part of human advancement? I say yes. Now, we are living in a world of dominance and conquest. African countries are dominated mentally, physically, culturally, spiritually, etc., which is the reason why the Western dominators are advancing. When they dominated us Africans physically, okay, culturally, you will see their culture as better than ours. It's a domination, a form of domination. Do you understand? When you see that you wear suit in a 50 or 45 degrees Celsius heat, for you to look like them. Spiritually, I should say religiously. When once you are now, you start preaching how Christ died for everybody, for you to see now this and that. He is the Son of God. He is this, and you start preaching what they programmed you to preach. I'm telling you, we preach the gospel. Because they dominated you culturally, religiously, spiritually. So that when you see your own culture, any person that is trying to even say he is practicing your own tradition, you demonize him. You burn everything that, hey, Calabash, you burn it. He's evil. Because you are dominated. This is the reason why the Western dominators are advancing. Do you understand me? It is high time we remove ourselves from this dominance, from this exploitation, and develop our, before you become a dominator, you have to develop your mindset. You have to elaborate your human beingness. Do you understand me? That is the reality. Otherwise, you continue being weak. People think that being weak is when you are small or when you are shivering. They say, no, you are weak. No. When you demonize everything concerning yourself, you are weak. When you are always portraying, oh, let us have peace. Nah, don't do. You know these people, they are troublemakers. Let us leave them. Even if we are suffering, let us endure. You are weak. Do you understand? This world is not for weak people. That is why, like the other time, I say, peace at which cost? Peace, we shouldn't look for peace at all costs. That is a deception. And that is what Christianity has put us into, to be peaceful. You know, even if be cheated, let everything be okay. Even if it is at your cost, even if you are killed as a sacrificial lamb. All these are ways of mentally conquering, mental conquests. You understand? When you accept to be cheated as a people, at the way they are doing. You know, they built Nigerian Navy headquarters. They built Nigerian Navy in Kaduna or Kanu, in the Sahel region, in the deserts, where there is no water body. And before they say, the reason they give is, oh, for peace to reign in Nigeria, you know, for the interest of peace, for one Nigeria. And who accept that peace at their terms? I mean, at their expense. It is we Igbos, the Biafrans. So the politicians say, okay, for peace to reign, no, we accept. I could remember when they borrowed, I think, $22.7 billion. They made it open that they are not going to spend that money on any projects in the southeast. Now you see the monkeys we have in the Senate House. I watch them. I play their clips here for several times. They come out to, you know, rant like a little rats. You know, oh, now we know that there is nothing like one Nigeria. How can't you invest $22.7 billion or $27.2 billion they are pouring from China, and you say you are not, you made it open public that you are not going to give Southeast any expenses. They are not going to build anything on Southeast from this money. Now we know that there is no one Nigeria. We have a proof to even how do you litigate Buhari to impeach him, but for peace to reign. That is why we kept quiet. Now I look at them, I say, look at primitive monkeys talking. They are primitive monkeys speaking. You always allow peace at your own expense because you are weak, nothing more. You are weak. That is how they program us. But IPOB will say no. It shouldn't continue like that. We shouldn't allow this peace to reign at our own expense. Oh no, they will come and corner Igbo man, an Igbo politician, give him money, say, take now, just tell your people, you know, for the interest of one Nigeria, so let peace to reign. Accept. And they will come and start yapping. No, let us be law-abiding citizens. Which kind of law-abiding citizens? What of your dominators? Are they not citizens? Why shouldn't be they law-abiding? Sometimes you say, nah, that thing that will happen in 1 million years, let it happen today. Why should always the terms of peace will be on my head? My head will be the terms for peace. Bring my head. Why should it be so? Because they program you to be weak. That is the plan of the caliphate, to make us permanently weak. Do you understand me? Do you remember when during 2020, during the COVID, the height of COVID-19 saga, when they banned public gatherings, both in churches and mosques? Do you remember? Because you know, when you forget, I say 15 minutes dead bodies, we remind you. Even those that can remember small, there is 15 minutes only. Others are complete dead body in Nigeria. Do you remember when they went during Friday prayers? They went in a mosque. They wait outside. The Nigerian military, they waited outside. Nigerian military and police, they waited outside until they finished their prayers. Now they send message to call the imam respectfully to come, so that they want to talk to him. And the man he have to do his inyanga first to finish before going to answer them. Say, what happened? They say, they talk to him very nicely. That please, the danger of COVID-19, please, another day, please, you have to take precaution, don't too much gather, we understand your position, you have to pray to your God, but, please, do it, let there be social distancing. They talk to, he was in the video, for goodness sake. You have to, they talk to him nicely. And before finishing himself, the man walk out. Say, is that only what you want to tell? I beg. He leave them there standing. He leave the military and police there standing and go back. And they stand and go away. They went away. But when they went to the Christian church, they stopped the church. All of them enter into in a commando style. And they stop the who is the preacher? Stop! Come on, don't come. They draw him. I give you order now to stop what you are doing, because otherwise we can arrest you now. They manhandle him. He tells you all you need to know. Who is the dominant species? Who is the dominator? And who is the weakling? Christianity turned our people into weaklings. Do you understand? That is why, if it is me, I would have said that let every Biafran mass resignation from Christianity. I'm telling you honestly, this is my own personal view, because I don't see nothing. They are not talking for us internationally. Nothing. In the name of they are killing Christians. Nothing. So why are we killing ourselves? Quoting the book of Jamaica and the book of Galatians. That is rubbish. Arrant rubbish, nonsense. They put you into that cage. We need to get out from the cage. That's it. So when you see these two scenarios which I described, which is not something fabricated, it is there factual. I played it here, even on Radio Biafra. People saw it on social media. And there we are, just 1 minute outcry, as usual now. Oh, this man, can he do this in a mosque? Because they know that they are troublemakers. You don't look for their trouble. Do you understand? So that is why they are dominators. They are dominant species. Because if you look for their trouble, they show you, they give you trouble. They don't care about their life. They have red line. That is why they earn their respect. But in your own case, they can come and slaughter you. No person can. Oh, you will be shaken. Hey, we'll leave them. I beg. Oh, hey, for peace to reign. Oh, he killed only one. They killed only one. Leave him. I beg. Leave them to go. You start begging. That is what Nigeria has turned us to be. But today we need to make a decision. We need to continue with our shoulders high as Biafrans, so that we stop being weak. Do you understand? We stop being weak, because there is no space for weaklings in this planet Earth. I'm telling you honestly, there is no space. People, you hear their names, they are not weaklings. They are dominant species. They did things that other people cannot do. Do you understand? You conquer us. You remember them, because they did things others could not do. So that is it. We are also seeing the Fulani Caliphate's mentality in the way they are grilling the Igbo presidential candidate. This is their mentality of dominance and conquest. In as much as we are not into the Nigerian election, please, but we have to learn things. We have to learn from the way things are moving there. Somebody will come, he say, the North does not need the Igbo or Yoruba to become president. Peter Obi being president is for Igbo, is for Biafra. So don't vote for him. But they will turn around and oh, you are an ethnic bigot. Oh, he's only thinking for Igbos. But they are talking the North. There's something smart about the Fulani. How do you think that a very few set of people, the Fulani, let's be factual, very few set of people, they are dominating everybody? Don't you sometimes you reason, you think about it? They have many strategies, many methods of doing that. That is the truth. Now they are calling not, so that they will give the Hausas that they are together, so that they give the Kanuri, so they are together, so that they give the whole northern ethnicities, the northern tribes, so they are one knot. No, there is no more Fulani, no. But do you remember? Let me ask you, where is Mietiala? Mietiala have died a natural death. They have hidden. Oh, Mietiala that traumatized. Do you remember when that impostor came first? Came in first. Mietiala surfaced everywhere. Is Mietiala? They say they own Nigeria. Where is Mietiala, for goodness sake? Mietiala is only for Fulani. They collected 130 billion naira from Nigerian government. The one we opened, the one we know, the one they declared. Now the question is, why is no Mietiala now during this campaign? No more Mietiala. They go on the ground. No more. All you hear is we not. If I watch the floor, I say no. These people are masters in politics. That is why they are dominating everybody. They want the Mietiala, so no more. Don't make it look like again that it is ethnicity. No. Go into hiding, and they disappeared. They are waiting for their person to win. Now you see, Mietiala will surface again, start making noise, start claiming that they own Nigeria. Why are they not coming up again? Because they want to deceive people. Gullible Nigerians, gullible people from the north. Now they call everybody, oh, we are the north. Oh, northerners, we are northerners. No more Mietiala. No more. You don't ask of Mietiala, but where is your office now? Why are you keeping quiet? No, Nigerians don't ask. They don't ask questions because they are dead bodies. They don't react. Because they are dead bodies. They don't react. They don't think. Only what matters to them is what they are going to feed for that day. And their stomach will fill up and they are okay. Just like ordinary animals. They don't think. They don't think. They don't think about what the future holds for them. That is a sign of primitivity, a sign of weaklings. The Fulani, they are on it. Now they call themselves the North. Before, after the election, they would demarcate and be proud to answer Fulani. Bala Mohammed, the governor of Bauchi State, he said they are Fulani first. He told the Nigerians, where is he? Why can't he come and tell again that the Fulani, they are, it is them that is going to win? Let them campaign with Fulani. No, they cannot do it. But once the others help them, they rally others round to get what they want. Now they will separate themselves and say, after all, we are Fulani, so no, don't come nearer. You are someone, don't come nearer. You are our slave, don't come nearer. But they will not. They don't talk about it today because they are campaigning. When they finish campaigning and they get what they want, now they now come separate themselves, proudly call themselves Fulani. Bala Muhammad said, don't worry, the next episode I will play that so that people will hear. Because Nigerians are dead bodies. The few people that can even shake is for only 15 minutes. They remain 15 minutes after they go back into comatose. Nothing more. They don't ask them. But you that is talking not now. Before you are Fulani. You say Fulani man is a Bayasan. Fulani man can come from Sudan. It doesn't matter. The man Nigeria is a Nigerian. So you use Nigerian resources in order to put them good. In order to refresh them. But today they call themselves not. Do you see? That is the diplomacy and politics of the Fulani that makes them be on top. They know when to rally people. When to rally, use not. They use the term not. to rally other orangutans to use them. After using them, they will throw them as used tissue papers. Do you see how? Okay. I will soon open the lines, but let me conclude. The ancient Hebrews were dominated and served as slaves in Egypt, and were used as slave laborers to build the pyramids. But also King Solomon built a very magnificent temple using slave laborers from the Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. But you see, there is no room for sentiment. For you to survive in this world, there should be no room for sentiment. What I'm saying is not about individualism, no. Oh, collectivity, survival, collective survival is far, far more better than individualism. After all, when you go to countries like Europe or America, all these developed countries, you see black Africans making waves individually in science and technology. But does it affect anything? Does it change the fact that your name as an individual is nothing? Whatever you are doing it under the auspices of Canada or America. Or, tomorrow history will write it that America discovered this. Later we then know that it is a black man from Africa that migrated to America, who maybe when he was 10 years old or when he was 20 years old. But they give it America. Do you see it? That is why our collective development is far more better than individualism. Do you understand? Therefore, for us to advance as a people, we must work hard for our collectivity. We should be on the side of dominance and conquerors. We must advance. Remember, conquerors face overwhelming dangers for a chance to rule, but believe the reward outweighs the risk. As I said in the beginning, today, why you cannot identify yourself as a proud Roman Catholic Church, Catholic member. Oh, I'm a Catholic. Because people fought for it. It is for the conquerors. It is not for the losers. Rome conquered the world. So they established their ideologies and program what they want you to believe, even in the future till today. And that is what you are believing. That is why you are proud to call yourself a Roman Catholic. What about Anglican? Anglican, known as Protestant churches, Protestant, they protested against Roman Catholic. They fought heavy war against Pope. People died, but it didn't stop them. They became resilient, and at the time, the Roman Catholic have to negotiate with them. Say, okay, because when they cannot destroy them, they negotiated. That is it. They fought for it. And today, you are a proud Roman Catholic, Anglican. That the Queen of England, now King of England, is the head of the Anglican Church. Don't you know that? He is the head of Anglican Church. So it is for the conquerors. What you identify yourself, even without knowing, it is because those people fought, they conquered, they dominated and conquered for many years back, either hundreds or thousands of years back. That is why you are able to proudly identify yourself to be among them. But when they were doing it, it is hard. It was very hard. But they understand that conquerors, they face overwhelming dangers. You understand? But they know and believe that their reward outweighs the risk they are taking. We should not accept peace at all costs. I have preached it here several times. When you accept peace at your own costs, you are only a weakling. That is it. That is why we are doing what we are doing. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rose up in order to challenge the status quo. What other people are afraid to talk, what other people are afraid to say. He come out publicly in order to say it and to do it. And say enough of all this nonsense. That we should not be a modern day slave to the caliphate. No. That is it. Do we have international airports? The answer is no. Do we have seaports? The answer is no. I think the other day they said they are opening gas something in Lekki. In Lagos, the same Lagos. Do you understand me? Gas depot, where they will be pumping gas inside the Lekki terminal in the sea. Why they didn't bring it to our side? Because people there are weaklings. Do you understand? People there, the politicians there are weaklings. That is why we have risen up. That is why our leader is illegally detained. Because he wants to challenge the status quo. He wants to make us strong. He wants to make us part of the dominators. So I'm not the dominated, not the exploited. Because if we continue being exploited, if we continue being dominated, we end up being permanent slaves. Do you understand? The same way the Hausas have become slaves to the Fulani. And they worship even Ottoman Danfodio that conquered them. Please, it is time for us to change history. It is time for us to make sure that we change our size from being dominated to be dominant. It is not sin. It is not sin for us to be dominants or dominators. It is not a sin. All these things they are preaching to you, allow yourself to be cheated for let there be peace. And you ask, the people that brought you this pattern of reason, called Bible, England, UK, they removed themselves from European Union because they feel cheated that they are no more in control of their nationality or their territory. That they feel cheated, that's why they say, no, we cannot allow domination. So they remove themselves, irrespective of every opposition. They remove themselves from it. Do you understand? But they will tell you, oh no, allow yourself to be cheated for things to be okay. No, this is the time to argue. This is the time to rise up, and that is what we are doing. Join the trend. Otherwise, you become eternal slave. This is where I'm going to stop this program, and I will open my lines so that I will go into a few minutes break, so that when I come back I will open the lines so that people will start calling. Please don't go away. I will be right back.
Dr. Uju Anya, and she is a professor at Carnegie Mellon University in applied linguistics.
Yeah.
And so welcome. So I had two more questions and I want to open it up. Has this experience changed the way, because like you said, you kind of go in, you use Twitter, you kind of almost like prepare, like you said, to teach when you
the local governments in And he said they turned off the light around 10 p.m. I asked them why. They said that they were using solar. They said that the last time they had light was 10 years ago. The local government in Ekiti State.
So, they've never had light. It's close to 2013. And I think more than 20 years.
Did you just say Okwa East?
Yes, Okwa East.
Did you just say Okwa East?
Yes, Okwa East.
But we have people in Abia State saying that on the 1st of October, Ikpazu, obedience for Ikpazu, that he's the best candidate for the Senate. That's a governor that has been there for approximately 8 years. But let's get back to
Okwa East in Abia State. They're talking about the Ndoki Asa area. Yes. They've never had light close to 20 years. Okay. There's no light.
And that's the people that share a boundary with Afam.
Yes, it's rivers where you have the power station.
They don't have light. And they've not had light. All right, let's quickly look at this now. The former electoral resident electoral is saying that no one can write results for them. How important is it that we sound this alarm to politicians? Because as you know, some of them are still thinking that money politics is going to be the way out for them this time.
It's going to be difficult to eradicate it at this time. I have represented INEC. I worked INEC 2007, 2011. I have been a returning officer for an LGA, and I know how this thing works. Even when you refuse to be compromised, you are threatened. And some of them have narrated my ordeal in one of the local governments when I went. I collected the results. I was going to the state capital. And let me tell you the state, but I won't tell you the local government, Abia State. I was going to the local government and I was on radio. The result I was carrying was being announced and something else was being, I went home with the result. I didn't see the result. And the candidate won. I told another one again in Rivers State. I went to one of the local government too. I was carrying the results and they said I should bring it and that they are going to write the result. And what I'm trying to say is that the red man that is talking now, he's telling us something all of us know. I've been saying it before. Nobody, I repeat again, no Nigerian has ever won an election. All elections in Nigeria has been rigged. From 1923, 22nd of September 1923, when the first election, when the British allowed us, following the agitation of people like Herbert Macaulay, that formed the first political party in Nigeria. That party was formed in that National Party of Nigeria, NNPN, National Democratic Party of Nigeria. The first political party that was formed. That election was rigged because the British didn't want Herbert Macaulay in that parliament. They didn't want him in that place. They rigged him out, arrested him, framed him up of charges, put him in prison. This thing that politicians are doing, British stuff, but today now, let the Queen come and let the Prime Minister of Britain come and contest election in Nigeria. He will lose election. You don't win election in Nigeria because you are good. You win election because elections are rigged for you. Results are rigged. Nobody, even Abiola's election, I feel, look at it this way. All of them from 1999, nobody has won election. All the elections have been rigged. From
so bring it back to the Bivas and his
what the red man is saying is correct. But I am still doubtful. Because I have studied this electoral rule now, this electoral act, how they are the rules and the guidelines and how they are going to do it. They are going to be transmitting results with the Vivas from the polling units. Yes. And the man at the polling units, that is the polling officer, the people that is going to be there. And immediately they finish, he will collect the result and they will enter them. In the process of entering them, what will happen? What about if they give him money and say, oh, hey, enter this party? What about if the parties that are in that polling units agrees, give it to this other party? They go to other place again, they give it to this other party, and they inflate the figures, and he now snaps. He will snap it and upload to the people. Won't we still win the election? So what I think what the man is trying to say is that it may be minimized. It may be actually be minimized, but I want to see. I think I want to see a situation where somebody that is rightly popular will win the election. Haven't you seen that popular people don't win the election in Nigeria except you enter a particular party? Buhari contested 4 times. He never won until he entered and there was an alliance before he won. You can't win it. What do you call him? Ganifa Oyimi. He contested the election in Nigeria. I think that I heard that he got only his vote. What about Tunde Bakari? If you think that, what about Ogochiebo? You don't win an election in Nigeria because you are popular. You win an election because you are in the right party and you have the people that will read it for you, people that will write the results for you. So what the man is saying is absolutely correct. Elections are written with the collaboration of INEC officials and the party members and agents. Let me ask a question. That is also why in my opening speech I talked about the Nigerian president being very, very powerful. The Nigerian president appoints the INEC man. He appoints the INEC man, for instance, the INEC chairman. Why should he be? Why should he appoint the INEC chairman? And if they appoint the INEC chairman, I ask you, Nigerian, watching me, if they appoint you an INEC chairman, will you work against the ruling party? You work against the person that appointed you. Let me answer my own. Higher team will not work against the person that appointed you.
All right, one Nigeria.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land, and today is the 21st day of October 2022, being Friday, being Orie Day, Orie Market Day in our land. It's Orie Day. Obochi Kobo. Therefore, our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your view about the issue treated. But remember, it is a question. Is domination and conquest part of human advancement? Which I personally said answered at the positive, affirmative. I have a caller. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? You are the first caller. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening.
Welcome to the program, Mazi.
From this. So, Mazi, I state our leader, our Hamadiki. They come out according to our first lady. So, I give you my job, I give you for your people and everybody. Always constant preaching the gospel. Because the problem is we are preaching, but people are not listening. And we are not here. According to you, you say that this is you to give up. That's the last hope, and that's my last hope, to keep on preaching the gospel. So much according to your discipline. We don't have a choice. They have conquered us already. We are just rising up as the sun must rise. It's a half song, and that half song must become a full song that will shine for the whole world to see. We are just rising. We know we are rising. It's difficult. We must get there. Mazi, as a matter of fact, we are. I don't know. Are we Biafrans at the receiving end? We have received a lot. We have the blame. We have put the blame on ourselves. Every time we have put the blame on ourselves, but I think it's high time we rise up, and everybody should take the blame for what they have done. We have been making enough. We have been destroyed enough. Our hearts have been paid enough. But due to the conquest, it makes it look as if we don't have hope anymore. As if where we are is the end of the world. Even if they say that at the end you go to heaven, why not walk to that heaven? But we are as if even the heaven said we are not even going to go there anymore. When our leader opened our eyes and told us that let the kingdom of heaven come on earth as it is in heaven. Let his will be done in our life as it is in heaven, in our country as it is in heaven, in our environment, in our relationship, the way we interact with ourselves. But you know that there was one of my customers, two of them, they came to my house. They are from the north, from Jos, where they gave birth to me. So I cooked for them in the morning. I cooked for them in the morning and give them before we went to the market. It was a slept over. They cook the food. I put the food inside. My wife put the food inside the bath. Let me say this fancy plate. And put on top of a tray. They brought it to the dining. They look at the food. They now carry the food. Pour inside the tray. And they were now eating the both of them with their hand. Mazi, could you believe it that boy served another person in jaws? They now said to him, the other person, they are two different people. The other one brought him to the market so that you invite him for the first time. So they now brought out food inside one place and we're eating it together. Where we lived before, where I did face me, when they have the welcome my settlement, where you will see life, old life, not this present life that everybody thinks because of 1 line or 2 lines. You see the pour that food inside the tray. All of them, both big man, small boy, they'll be choking their hands in that drunk them eating that food. But this is their own way of life. No matter the situation, they don't want to leave it. But all of us, we have done about. Tell me how one of them will poison them in that day. So we should think if the way we are going now is a straight road, and we are not seeing light. We should turn back. The message that people have to turn back from where they are, any point they are now. People have to turn back and start going back. They are giving us civilization. They are giving us democracy. How many years? That they preached about how many Americans started their democracy, but they have been living with their own law from beginning. Japan that stopped the Christianity, they gave after 1,000 years before they now say, okay, everybody should do that, because that life has been embedded in them already. So Mazi, I don't know. And another thing I want to ask people, Mazi, they have now that the Nigerian court have told us that our leader said and agreed, and according to our lawyer, he said that there is no court that have a right to try him, and they have fixed the date to on Monday. Are we always going to do anyway? Are we always going to be obedient to their law and going to their court? We know that we don't have anything to do with them. It's just the question.
Okay.
Mazi.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi. No, the issue is this. Everything that we are doing right from time, like the disobedience of a court order by the Nigerian government is not a surprise. What we are doing is a fight. It's not question of being obedient or being disobedient. No. Biafra struggle has been a fight right from day one, and it continues to be. The release of our leader continues to be a fight through different fronts. You understand? There is a limit to our patience, and that is what I will tell you. But as for Nigeria releasing our leader, they must. It is a must. Last time, 2017, I think the court released, they bailed our leader, I think 2 or 3 times before they finally did it. It is the same thing. They didn't just pronounce and the Nigerian government say, okay, the following day they give him say, okay, get out. No. The same thing. So that is why we are not worried. We continue doing what we are doing from every corner, and our leader must be released. That is what I'm going to tell you. Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah, Mazi, one more thing, please. You talked about the Mietiala. This, I think, is a very, very good time for we Biafrans. This Mietiala, we are popping up.
Mazi, do you hear about them honestly again? Do you hear about them publicly again?
That's what I'm saying. This is an eye opener.
Yeah, okay.
They funded the extent that these people bought 100 million naira ticket for good of Jonathan. So when they now see, it is Britain that did it. You see that 100 million naira ticket they bought. It was Britain that did that. Okay, when they saw that ticket have come, they now went to what's his name? This they now went to him and put him at the front. What happened at that Jonathan at Okabo? Because if they start for Jonathan would have said, okay, PDP, they now remove him. But they now remove they see that the ticket at Okabo, they now want P2B and push him on another party. If P2B wants people, according they have interviewed this man severally on the television. It's not our business, we are not into politics, but we are watching according to watching it. We are watching. It is still them because our concern in this politics is that our leader, and Martin and our they have said several times that we have no stand in Nigerian politics. But it is still them that is now going to come to our land that day. When you come out, they will start be killing. They will be killing our people. They are still going to be the ones to kill our people, and that's very easy. And blame it on us, but we will still be kind with our be willing. Thank you, Mazi. Let others have the platform. Thank you very much.
Mazi, we must continue. You know, these people are in the caliphate. They are going on all fronts. You understand me? They are as survey politically as anything you can think about. That is why they are able to be in the position they are today. We should learn even from our enemies. Do you understand that? We should learn even from our enemies. When it is time to rally, they rally. When they rally people, now they are rallying people. They are rallying people they have been killing. Remember, you go to the north, you see many indigenous communities run away as refugees into Niger and even coming down to either Middle Belt or even the south. Do you understand? But today they are calling them, oh, we the North, as if they are representing all of them. They rally them, they carry them along. But when they finish, they kill them. Do you see that? I say, Mietiala, do you hear any of their public statement again? They have disappeared into thin air, waiting, working on the background, waiting for the food to dawn. Now they will surface again and start calling themselves Mietiala, Hora. It's a Fulani, so no more knots. Now all of them are not, so we Northerners. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me, Mazi?
Yes, Mazi. I don't know. Am I coming out clearly?
Coming out crystal clear. Mazi, go on, please.
Thank you, my brother. The scene of Wokika Biam is on the whole broadcasters. I am happy for you. My name is Mazi Chukuma. You know, the caliphates, they are the one that writes our history before, not now. In the schools, these people, these idiots, they stopped history. And our people, we are not saying anything. Even when our daughter is the commissioner, minister of education, she didn't do anything. So what they do that we know is that when they bring out a concept or a system, we start following. Let me start from Boko Haram. Buhari said that Boko Haram, fight against them is against the North. From Boko Haram, they went to herdsmen, to ISIS, to, and once they mention it, the media in the zoo will take over. So as you ask, where is Mietiala? Mietiala, they are the Fulanis. So when they see that the people are trying to go against them, they will go underground. So they know politics. But I think I have to thank our leader. May God bless him wherever he is. And he's already blessed. A man that can fight the zoo stand still. Not even the zoo, even the British government. They cannot do anything. Shame on British. Shame on zoo. Even even in their own court, he defeated them. He said it before the time. So what I'm saying here is that we are not violent people. These people, they battled us before. And now, do you know why they send their arsenals to the south? Do they call it southeast? They send all their military equipment, all the arsenals is here. That you could remember that before the battle of 1967, all the arsenals is in Kaduna. Kaduna, Zaria, Judge, they are the same Kaduna state. But today, all their arsenals is here. And they are pushing us. They are pushing us so that when we react, so that they will start what they want to do, that is to declare war against us. We have never killed anybody, even Fulani, even Hausa, even our own people. They are the people planning all this nonsense, and our people, they don't care. Whatever they say, we follow. Buhari is dead. They say he's alive. And even everybody is saying Buhari, 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 Buhari. Just like one book I read when I was in primary school. They call that man, the actor, Abdul. He built a hut and he put a chair and just a pair of shoes. And he declared to the whole town there that an angel is in that hut. That it's only the good man that can see it. And the king went in, he didn't see anything. But because if come out and said there's no angel there, people will say it's a bad man. So everybody become a fool. Everybody become foolish people. So these people, they think they can go free. No, they will not. Let me remember them again, because the word of prophets must be fulfilled. Nnamdi Kanu said, with mouth is going to destroy the zoo. But if that is not possible, he said 2 weeks, we will know what they keep in Sokoto. Our people, I know what they can do. So I thank you personally and others. I am grateful. You people make my day. And I pray that I can see the coming of Biafra, because I'm not a child. I'm 75 years old. I was born 1947. There is things that I saw that if I open my mouth here, some people will say it's lie. In Kenji Dam, my father was a senior ranking officer with Impregilo SPA. They killed within 2 hours more than 4,000 Igbos. Now I will not call them Igbos, Biafrans. More than 4,000 in the police station opposite the Kenji market. The police station is in New Busabet, opposite the Kenji market. They killed more than 4,000 within 2 hours. And we are joking. We must stop joking. Because this P2B is joker from the British. They are the ones sponsoring that. They say, oh, Peter is not giving money. People are coming out. It's lie. With this type of hunger, with this type of poverty, my brother, God has given us Biafra, and I'm happy. Keep it on. Thank you.
There were even blessed. There were Mazi Wachuku. We must continue. You know, like what Mazi said now, I used to ask this question. In 1966, you know, you will see practically that the Igbos were even in charge of police, military, everything. Because they are the ones that practically went to school more than others, followed by the Yorubas. Now, but they were slaughtered. In one night, hundreds of military officials, high-ranking officials were slaughtered. Police officers, the same thing, Igbo extraction. I ask myself, why is it so? So they don't have the, you know, no briefing, no secret, no inkling of the news that, you know, there is something wrong. Something is happening, you know, or something is about to happen. You know, they don't have any rumor. And the answer I have in my head is, this is the Igbo thing, Igbo disease. That they had, many of them had things that, oh, there are things that we have. They say, you know, they wave it away with a hand, a palm wave, you know, that Igbo thing now, Igbo disease. Now news. Now wow. Now we go get who will be that self? Who is talking like this? I would a man jacket. And when the time came, it became too late. All of them were running away like rats. People were being slaughtered. It is very sad. And the problem is that trend is still going on in our lives today. When our leader came and asked World Igbo Congress and say, look, give me guns and bullets, so there is a danger coming. They are coming in our land. What happened? Is it not the same disease? Come again? Can you come again? You are talking of what? Hey! The same disease. You know, all this doubting, we are not proactive. We are reactive. When it start happening, yeah, well, wow, the time is this, but I don't believe, but now see it. By that time, your neck is being chopped off. Your neck is being slitted, head chopped off. It's a disease that we should cure. You understand? I have a caller. I have callers already also waiting. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my name is Moses. I'm coming from Ghana. I would start by appreciating our leader, the man that God has bestowed the mantle of leadership to liberate our nation, Biafra, who is still in the direction to legally detained. I so much God can continue to bless and strengthen him and deliver from the hand of the government. But I also appreciate you for the good work you people have been doing to restore our state, our beloved country. All you and your presence as every problem to reward everybody from our legacy to our men that's in the bush fighting for against the Fulani to set us from within our land. And to other people, I told the members worldwide, wherever they are, they were putting everything up for whether sin and the one they not recognize that God is going to bless everybody. Community are going to be this analysis today. Your analysis today is very, very fun. So, and all this is what even the clip you play last time now. You see, it's all about what I've been asking before now. Imagine the clip I played, they said or some states in the zoo, more than 10 years, they don't even have electricity. Now they talk of good road and other things. All this thing is common now. It's only in Nigeria that I find out that they don't have light. If you go to some of other countries, all these small countries in West Africa, some of them have light. And it's only in Nigeria, nothing is moving. Even the one they call Southeast and Southside, nothing like airport, nothing like seaport. And I know that people are business people. Our leader have said it, we are not question more from that. Let them come and do the seaport and do airport for us. That one for them. They'll be shouting it for us. They'll be shouting it for them, but they have not been doing anything about it. I wouldn't blame them. I would blame the people I blame most is all these leaders, the so-called politicians. Even doing rubbish in terms of collecting money, putting in their pocket for their own selfish interests. That's why our leader is very, very different from them now. That's why you see that many people, whenever our leader talk, everybody obey him because he's fighting for everybody. All these politicians are fighting for their own pocket and are the one that delaying us to earn our freedom from coming. I didn't be in the join this thing. I've seen they say that this thing is getting this is what the majority of people see now. Mazi, when they release the news breaker that our leader has been this thing, you don't have any time. See how everywhere is so calm, everybody is jubilating. Even some people from this thing, the data side now, Some of them have been rejoicing because they released their leader. That one have not even shown them that this man is in charge of the whole Biafra land, and still keeping him in detention. And those of our politicians don't not even open their eyes and see what is happening in this place now. That see that Nigeria is not for them. All this is it's like what our leader used to tell them: you serve this one and come back in shame. Up till tomorrow, some of them will not open their eye and see what is happening in Nigeria and help to fight the revolution and get out from. The thing that will save us from Nigeria is all our freedom. It's not about all this Igbo president, this and Akito be this and Akito be that. That one that are using that one will not even do it. Maybe some people even thinking that he's going to be a savior. What is he going to do? Even when he was a governor, you know how he killed some IPB members. And all killing, look at the flood that is happening to his doorstep at Anam by your own state. Have you talked about the flood? Have you made any statement or even talk against the flood that is happening? Killing majority of people, destroying life and property. Have you talked about it? I have not even said anything, and there's something that is going to be a miracle when you enter to office. It's better for everybody, and this thing is soon as they wake up for the reality. The only thing that will save us is Biafra we are doing forever. And I pray that God is going to help us to restore the Biafra, because that is the only hope we have. Apart from Biafra, we are doing. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to hear my view. May God continue to bless and strengthen you.
And you too. There were. Remain blessed. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Mazi, welcome to the program.
Thank you, my brother Jonathan. I'm hearing you.
There were.
Good evening. Good evening to Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Ifan Chukwumada Apichi, and I'm calling from the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Is domination part of human advancement? And it is yes. The answer is yes, because remember the intrusion or advent of the British in Biafra land. They started by petty trading, just to do what you call hostile reconnaissance, just to know the ground and the place, and then they started with attacking in order to take over from the place. And our people fought them for 31 years, and they conquered us. And then they come with that domination. They dispossessed of our means of writing and communication, that is in Stibi. They deprived us of our means of education. They deprived us of our custom and cultures, even our names, even our spirituality to some extent, but you can call religion, but you cannot dispossess people of their spirituality. You can take away their organized religion. So where we are now is that the colonial Europe and their brothers over the Atlantic, they are dominating us still. Because I went through the list of companies and countries that our crude oil are being offloaded in their place illegally, mounting to hundreds of billions of dollars. I wept, and I know this is why the so-called developed countries are not listening to whatever we say about what is happening to us. And the British, they allow all this thuggery and mayhem going on in our land, but they allowed their own prime minister only 6 weeks because he didn't commit any crime, but they just saw that she was not up to par, she was not doing well, her program, they don't trust her, they pushed her to resign. She resigned, no push, no shove, no killing, just, if you say I'm not doing well, let me give way. But somebody, a dullard who they brought in to maintain their estate, and the law of karma took the man out in 2017, they keep on bringing impostors to run their limited liability company for them since that 2017 the man died till death. And so these are people who are preaching to you God, religion, Christ, freedom, human rights, democracy, shame, eternal shame to anybody who is preaching all these things to us, but they are robbing us dry and they are still maintaining. You see, in one of the letters we wrote to this Commonwealth, that's the British Home Affairs, not Home Affairs, but Foreign Affairs Minister, one Jeremy Grant, not in this dispensation, but in previous government. He said, we know you have some issues, but there's no structural and what did he call it? Institutional marginalization of any group of people. It is a disagreement, but you remember that your power is in your diversity. But Britain don't want to enjoy the developed and civilized and the peaceful and the secure diversity in Europe. Britain left European Union with Brexit referendum. So now everything we are saying to leave the damnable zoological republic of Nigeria, the ruinous, injurious, murderous and retrogressive Nigeria, Britain don't want to hear this. None of them, not only Britain, none of those European countries nor America want to know that we have suffered enough in Nigeria and we want out. They don't want to hear it. So the hypocrisy is too much. But there's something that I have been contemplating. Biafrans, all the ethnic nationality that's made up Biafra, we must come together to fight, to work together to liberate Biafra, to restore Biafra. And when we restore Biafra, will it not be better for you to be in control of your oil, of your natural gas, of other mineral resources in your land, as your ethnic nationality may be? It may be Ijo, Ibibio, Efik, Anang, Isoko, Urobo, Igbo. This is this one in the Benue, Idoma, and so forth and so on. Will it not be better for us to run our ethnic nationalities in Biafra and then pay tax to the central government of Biafra than sitting in the damnable zoological republic of Nigeria and all over the world, all the world over, they're feeding from our land and we're going hungry? I saw a relief material that was sent to Bayelsa where there is flooding, 1.5 cup of gari and cubes of Maggi in a bag. That is what they are giving people who they are taking billions of dollars and pounds and yen and euro from their land. The God of creation will punish anybody who refuses that Biafra will not be restored. Whichever country, whichever person. God bless Biafra, my brother. Good night.
The woman, thank you very much. We must continue. It is very, very sad. The problem is, will people think? That is a problem. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, good evening.
There we
This is Mazi Gochukwu from Liberia. Thank you for the program this evening. There is something the Bible says. And Bible says, you shall know the truth, and the truth that you know shall set you free. And the only place where you can hear the truth is Radio Biafra. Through this Radio Biafra, our people have noticed, have heard the truth, and now the Nigerian, as a whole, Nigeria as a whole, They have noticed that, they have know the truth. So what I'm trying to say this evening, the British have, they have done everything to see whether they can eliminate us. But the Biafra today, this few days we receive a news that the Prime Minister resigned. The gods are beginning to expose them, and that's why they will continue to have problem in that place. Because the people under Queen Elizabeth, okay, after Queen Elizabeth died, the Prime Minister resigned this few days. What it shows to the world, it shows these people are evil. So what are we saying this evening? We are calling for freedom of our people. Give us the day of referendum. That's all. Many people have died in this struggle. The Nigerian people have killed us enough. And then people today, everything, look at the stealing of oil, look at everything that's happening. The flood in Anambra State today, the flood have taken over many people have lost their life, but the government, the governor, they never visit the people. They never visit the people that they flood have occupied their houses, and they have spoiled many things, they have spoiled their farms. The governors, the president, the imposter never visit them. What did it shows you? It has shows you that country have expired. Once anything expires, it cannot be fixed. Something that expired is expired. Once you see material that expired, you can't eat it. Nigeria is expired, and you can't eat Nigeria. You can't even associate with Nigeria. That's why China have refused to borrow to Nigeria, because that country have expired. Once they borrow, they only borrow. There's a manner of way that you can borrow from people. They will say no. These people, they can't pay this money back. China have, because that country have expired. So why they can't give us day of referendum? Just release our leader. Let her, give us the day of referendum. Let Biafran people go and vote. Today, all the Biafran people, all the youth in Biafra land are calling for freedom of every one of us. So let the world hear us. We are saying this truth because Bible have said it. The truth shall set us free, and we are continuing to say the truth. Give us the day of referendum. That's all. Mazi, thank you for the opportunity, and God bless you for the opportunity this evening. Thank you, sir.
There were remain blessed. Thank you. Let me say something concerning what Mazi said. I don't see the resignation of Liz Truss, the British Prime Minister, who is there, or who was there, who has been there only for 44 days, for 6 weeks, as a sign of any turmoil or God punishment, please. Because sometimes we misinterpret issues. Me, I even see it as a sign of a civilization. Did you hear any gunshots? That is how governments should be run. Responsibility. That's it. Because how many, I think going to 80 million or more than Brits, 80 million of them or more than. So why should one person, if you make mistake, you accept it? To your government has. She said that she is resigning because she cannot, continue the mandate, or she was not able to hold the mandate with which she was elected. That is responsibility and civilization, civilized character. There is no gunshots, no rancor. You say, I'm out, and another person will be in. That is the way Biafra will be run. Chineke, I don't know. That is the height of civilization, if I may say. When you are in a government, as the head of government, You are the president, you are the prime minister. You know, your campaign promises, you were not able to meet up. And you see that there are hitches, that you tell yourself the truth that you cannot meet up with your campaign promises. You call a spade a spade. You simply call a press conference and resign in a civilized manner. That is how Biafra should be, and that is what we are fighting for. But Britain, that is this civilized, they don't want us to be like them. Do you understand? That is why they are blocking us. They want us to be that primitive, so that they can be able to be stealing oil from our land. No control. Imagine in a Biafra land where there is no financially attractive political office. You don't go there, you cannot loot. Even if you want to loot, there is no way you can steal, because the system in place will not allow you. So you cannot. If there is at any slightest certain, you say, oh boy, I resign, no, I quit, because you are just receiving your salary. If worse come to worse, you resign and go back to your profession. That's it. But in Nigeria, do you have that? No way, because political position is a means of looting, a means to deal with others. Do you see what we are saying? That is civilization. That is what I call it. Caller on direct line. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Please call us on WhatsApp and Signal. Oh, I never pick any call. If I pick, it cuts. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Good evening, Mazi Jonathan.
There, well, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you once again for your topic this evening. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who set up this platform to expose so many things happening in the whole world, mostly in Nigeria. I don't know where to start, but let me start from Atiku Abubakar. Atiku said he don't need a candidate of Yorubas or Igbos. What I need is to build a bridge across Nigeria. My question is simple. What type of bridge Atiku Abubakar is building in Nigeria without a candidate of Igbo or Yorubas in Nigeria? And people over there, both Yorubas and Igbos, nobody can make a statement to challenge the Fulanis in Nigeria except our leader, except Ipob. Honestly, when you think about Nigeria and what is going on, you'll be wondering what type of people are existing on that part of the world. Why this group of people are existing on earth? There's no plan to develop a human being. There's nothing. Any corner you go to Nigeria, there's nothing. Religion is the worst. Media is the worst. Traditionally, everything is nonsense. Okay, see what's happening in the court. When they try our leader an appeal court, and appeal court release our leader completely and give order. There's no court in Nigeria should try our leader. Very clear. And the criminal, they call Malami with a high portfolio of Minister of Justice. Minister of Justice is one of the highest portfolio in a country. But it was given to a cattle wearer. He was there to destroy, and he have destroyed Nigeria to the ground. This criminal with a high portfolio was the reason what happened to Imo State. Removing Ihedoha and put Hope Uzondiosi in Imo State. And since that time till today, everything is upside down. The same Malami is the reason the criminality in the southeast is going on. All these things is what is using to bring forceful information to Bintanyanko court. Changing from 1 month to another change to another change to another change. Until the appeal court halt the whole thing and disgrace the foolish man. Malami is a disgrace. Malami is a criminal. Malami is a terrorist. Malami is not supposed to be in a standard high portfolio of a country. Is a disgrace to humanity. Malami is supposed to be in prison by now if Nigeria is a country. Supposed to resign by force and put him in jail because the whole criminality going on in Nigeria is spearheaded by Malami, who claim to be a minister. What a shame of a country. It's a pity that we have a group of people who are slaves, like Ohaneze Ndibo, a slave. People who have accepted to be a slave and to die as a slave. What a pity country, a pity group of people. Ohaneze Ndibo is the worst thing that has happened to Igbos because they are using these people to make sure they destroy the Igbo race by all means, and they are doing it. And people are still waiting for Ohaneze to say something. According to the Malami statement, look at Ohaneze, George Ubiozo, an animal. People that have no shame. One thing in a black race is simple. They feel when you have the money that it will remove you from being a slave. You may have all the whole money in the whole world, but being a slave is what you are. And the wise people, white people understand that black people, when they have the money, all the whole money, they are still a slave. Because they cannot say anything truth. They cannot defend their people. That is the work of a slave. Anybody who are a leader, he spoke boldly at any time. He defends his people at any time, no matter how. But for a slave, he will always hide in under the bed. When he have a chance, he will come out and make a statement. Everybody have seen During the time he was Igbo president, Igbo people was killed in Port Harcourt, in Obibo. Instead, this animal, to talk about his people, he went to Port Harcourt to sing a song with Iwike. How shameful people. These people, remember, a day will come when you will die. Your children, unborn generation, will suffer for what you have put down. It must happen because you have done so wrong. You have committed so much as atrocity as a human being.
Thank you very much.
It's a pity that we have people who are fools in the home affairs of leadership. Chukwukika Biama, help our leader, hold his hand not to fall until we get to the end of this matter. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, must say Biafra. There, well, thank you very much. I want to pick calls from direct line, but they stop when they have, okay. Caller on signal, hold on, I'll come to you. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Caller on direct line. There, well, welcome to the program. On, let me see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you are coming out. Go on, please.
Okay, my name remains Ndana Marimando, precisely from Biafra land. So I want you and every one of us to, understand something. I think if you remove a few things from this particular topic of yours tonight, the name will be best suitable to, replace the word Nigeria, to be a new name for those people in that ecology. Because I was engaging myself with a few conversations this night, 3 hours before I come here to listen to you. And this uncle of mine, a good brother, who more or less should inculcate him in the lineage of the, the elite. He was discussing with me about this issue. And I told him, I said, please, why will you keep on telling me this about P2B to be a solution to what we are agitating for? Meanwhile, we are no longer agitating. This is a movement to emancipate ourselves from these people. Okay? So he was telling me, and I said, please, understand this. Don't use us to equate understanding, because something happened. I was saying, do you remember what I said out in Egypt some years back? He said, those people, that I'm going far, that we are not like those people. I said, okay, now that you realize that we are not like these people, what do you want us to do? Do we keep on dying so cowardly, swallowing our confidence and our pride, tell these people that we are not one? He said, no, don't worry. When P2B enters here, P2B is going to do this. I said, do you know that when you are procuring this, your strategy, the food knows what you are doing. And if you do not understand that we need to tell ourselves that A is A and B is B, by saying no. First of all, to be declared that you want the constitution of Nigeria to be restructured. Then the people will build up more confidence. And you say, no, don't go there. Leave it. When he goes in, I say, which constitution is he going to go in with? You see, why I'm saying this is that I have pictured it, conquest, and which other vocabulary did you use, authentic, is best suitable to Nigerians. Now, somebody is saying something. The article is saying that they don't want Yoruba to do this one. They don't want this, the president from Igbo. They don't want this. Now, have you come to the understanding of mankind that nobody speaks against these people from the foreign bodies? And that justifies the point that one uncle told me today. He said, listen, nobody holds your freedom. All the things you're shouting, Nnamdi Kanu saying this, leave that in. If the information that Nnamdi Kanu got, getting to this point of hypnotizing you, I said, no, sorry, don't use the word hypnotizing. I don't like that word. Because what he's saying is typically new to you and me. He said, okay, he's sorry about that. I said, fine. Now, whatever you think that Nnamdi Kanu have told me, is he not playing around your circumstances, or maybe your environment? He said, yes, he's saying it. I said, okay, fine. What do you want me to believe now? He said, now, that freedom is dependent on individual. By the time you wake up from such darkness to another light, it becomes your freedom. I said, okay, now, why are we not helping others who have not known what we've known to come up to a certain level? He said, no, don't go there. You must not force them. I said, no, if you don't do this,
Mazi, please, this is your private
lie.
Mazi,
because Paul says to us that when you have known Christ, you are indebted to us to preach the gospel to those who do not know it. So why are you telling me that we should not let Nnamdi Kanu be telling us all this and that? I say this thing is getting off hand.
Mazi,
so why
can you hear me?
Is that it's high time we call the attention of this idiot called
Mazi, can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Okay. This is not, about a private conversation. Tell the person to listen to Radio Biafra. Finish. This is not the time to start begging people. Listen, wait, I'm coming. If he say it is individual freedom, tell him, why don't we have international airports? Is it individual? Is it not? If you want to travel to anywhere outside Nigeria, from Iguacha, you take another flight, local flight, or to take a bus or car to Lagos. Is it individual freedom? There are things that we don't need to make brouhaha about. Let him. This is a private conversation, please. Let him believe what he believes. What we preach here is total freedom for all and sundry, for all of us. Collective freedom. That is it.
So I don't know, I don't need to go more saying this, but I love what you people are doing, and I believe that particular clip of Atiku should be sent to the table of Gomez, the whatever who is talking about racism and all those nonsense language they are using against my generation, because we need to tell the real terms that exonerate Atiku from calling him a terrorist speech or whatever language they call it in their English language. I don't care. So these people have been hurting us, and it's high time our people sit up to understand what is playing out here. P2B, stay away from this trouble. You are going to cause war for your people, and people are going to die. Stay away and learn from what has happened to others. Don't let it happen to you. Thank you, sir. And bye. From here, I remain Sindana Parimadu.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people, some of our people that call themselves intellectuals, they are the most stupid sets. They will tell you things that are not real, something they read from book, not factual. Individual freedom. Which type of individual freedom that we need that surpasses our collective freedom? Why don't we have electricity? Is it out of individual freedom? Why didn't we have international airports? People are lying to themselves, thinking that maybe what they believe, the fantasies they found themselves in. Oh, somebody will come and fix Nigeria. You are living in a dream world. What's the caliphate? What the Fulani are pushing out from their mouths is the way they reason. It shows you all you need to know. They are the people that will, they will insult you as a race. Oh, Igbo people. Oh, Southerners. Yoruba and Igbo. They are, without them, you can rule Nigeria. They don't need them to win election because they have gathered other people from other countries. The whole Sahelians. Now, but they are the people that will turn around and say that you are an ethnic bigot. That is the one that makes me go mad. And you see All these politicians that want, Igbo politicians that want to satisfy their slave masters, they will be defending themselves. These are dominators. They push you and cage you the place they want you to be, and you'll be there wriggling, going around the cage. No, I want to show you I'm Igbo, I'm a Nigerian more than anybody. I'm a Nigerian, defend the constitution of Nigeria, and now you kill your people because that is where they program you to do what they program you to do, where they put you, the cage they put you to be, and you continue like that because you are weak. IPOB will say no, we cannot continue being like this. To show that you love Nigeria, you have to kill your people. It is no, no, and no. Not in this time. Caller on direct line, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal, you have been here since 26 minutes. Thank you for holding on. I think you are going to be the last caller. Welcome to the program. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller.
Okay.
Go on.
Brother Jonathan, can you hear me, sir?
The whole world is hearing you. Go on, please. And thank you for holding on.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Brother Jonathan Jishike. Fans all over the world, don't go. Brother Jonathan, if we lose this opportunity to stop Biafra, we are completely gone. As ndị Igbo bye n'elu ụwa. This opportunity that we have.
Mazi, the network is not good, so we'll call another day. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, this is where I'm going to stop picking calls. We must learn something to be dominant species, not only on our individual businesses, no, as a collectivity, as a collective bunch. This world has no space for weakling. Do you understand me? It has no space for weakling. That is why we are here always gingering ourselves, exposing things that you cannot hear in other places, trying to change the status quo, what you believe, what you were trained to believe right from beginning, right from your birth. I know, it is not easy to change ideology. Okay, let me pick this call, please. Let it be brief. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please, you are the last caller. I shouldn't pick you, but I say let me pick it. Welcome to the program. Be as brief as possible. Go on, please.
Yeah, Mas Jonathan, thank you for picking my call. It's been a long time. This is Mas from Brazil. Mas Jonathan, I will be brief. I just want you to please, this very point you raised today about informing the Nigerians about Fulani taking cover since this while election is up. We have to hit on that very much. We have to go on hitting on it every day, so that we can inform those people that are still believing in election the secret and the tricks of Fulani, because they are playing smart with everybody. But IPOB has come to expose all their hidden agenda, all their smartness that Britain is helping them. And also, I want to tell us that actually Nigeria is not holding us, Fulani is not holding us. We are fighting against the power that is holding this world. It's the Western world that is fighting us.
But I can tell Biafrans that our leader is well informed. He didn't come on his own. He come prepared, and with our steadfastness, following instruction, doing according to the word of the prophet, our leader, we will get to the final of it, which is Biafra land. They will not deny us our right. They will not take what is belong to us. They will fight us, but at the end of it, right, we will overcome darkness, and Biafra will be restored. Miles Jonathan, I thank you for picking my call. It's been a long time, and I'm happy. I say, Metro Kaba, keep blessing you people. You are doing wonderful. And all the rest of the radio presenter and our HOD, our first lady, everybody in this struggle. Oh, we are doing marvelous. And God is with us. We keep it on. No going back till Biafra is restored. Thank you, and God bless.
There were Brigado. There were. Thank you very much. We must continue. Thank you for making it brief. As I was saying, there is no space for weakling. Do you understand? When you are there only to accept, to be the term, to be the terms of peace, or you become expendable for peace to reign, know that you are weak. What I'm saying is not as an individual, as a people, the way they positioned us. The brutality of the caliphate, how they do things, they are moving towards one direction. That is why I say we should learn from our enemies. I'm telling you. In our own case, we tend to absorb everything that is from outside. It's a form of being dominated mentally. We start, if you see our people start defending what is foreign to us, rise up and fight as a people, as a unit. No, you want problem. No, let us know. Don't provoke these people. We don't want problem. But you are living in a world of problems. You are living in a world full, left, right, up and down are problems. Why don't we stand up as a bunch in order to resist being used as slaves, being dominated, subjugated as slaves? We have suffered for so long, many centuries, for so long, being sold as farm animals to America, to Europe. Our natural resources being taken by force, and the process of that resources being used to fight against us. Why can't we think? Changes can start from each and every one of us. In order to turn, because there is nothing you can do as one person, as an individual. There is nothing I can do as an individual. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed this IPOB to galvanize us into a single unit in the whole world, one family, so that we will be able to face the problem that is facing us as a people, not as an individual. Because individually you cannot do it. Do you understand? Whereas some people are fighting it, whereas some people, because of insubordination, they are being used in order to cause one harm or the other to the movement. But here we are telling ourselves the truth. If we fail, as somebody said, if we fail, we are gone and gone forever. There is no option. No option of failure. You understand? there should be no option of failure in this our struggle. Look at what is happening. Look at the way they treat us. Look at right from 1970, they start the process of complete conquest of Biafra land. Complete conquest. Our people went to sleep thinking that the war has ended. But our enemies started to work real process of conquest. They made Biafra land to be a desolation where you cannot survive as a young person. You cannot survive. You must travel to Lagos, to Kanu, to Abuja. Do you see what they have done to us? Because they made sure no amenities. They made sure no infrastructures in our land. I'm telling you, these people, they have suffered us for too long and they continue killing us. Look at how they are burning, sabotaging, burning our people's goods. They will block road in Lagos. If you want to come to Alaba with your goods, so container, which you have, cleared, paid everything. Our boys, our boys, we take, they say between 80,000 to 100,000 naira. If you are bringing goods from one place to another to your shop in Alaba International Market, you have to pay. What type of situation are we, for goodness sake? You always study, read in the Bible, and the Israelis were slaves in the land of Egypt. You ask yourself, what are we in Nigeria? Are we not slaves in Nigeria? Everything they made us to suffer. They made lives so miserable, difficult for us. And they encourage us with this word. Naibos are hard working, continue suffering and smiling and working hard. And when you work hard, they reap, bonky the work, bamboo the chop. Is it not domination? They are dominating us. The process of conquest of Biafra land started right from immediately after the war. That is why when I look back, I praise our veterans, our warriors, but they made a very unpardonable mistake of not continuing that struggle in one way or the other. I say I never saw where a struggle of such just stopped. Abruptly stopped without no reference. Everybody go by one Nigeria. It doesn't matter how they write the agreement. It doesn't matter how they twisted it. No victor, no vanquish. Are we children? Are we babies? People just went back to complete sleep and say everything is okay. And the result is what we are seeing today. They started confining our land. They went to work in divide. This our brother man on Facebook. Sometimes he made me shed tears. I'm telling you honestly. When you hear people that you think they are old people that are supposed to know, they are speaking complete Igbo that even clear to a baby. They'll tell you no, they are not speaking Igbo. They are speaking I don't know, Bonnie. No, they are speaking Ikwere. They are not speaking Igbo. They are not Igbo. It makes me, it pains me personally, honestly. I say, what's happened to our people is so profound. It's so deep. We need to hit on it. We need to go to that depth in order to let us understand what really happened. It is so deep. People that you can convince through intimidation or anything, for them to deny their identity. You know that it is not simple what happened. It is so deep. Here on Radio Biafra, we are trying to recover the pieces of who we are. Because, they understand this division. This way, this complete conquest they try to place us into. That is with only that way, that division, they can achieve that conquest and domination complete. I love what one of our brother, Pastor Ebuka, is doing. When he will ask somebody, you are from where? I'm from Okpanam. What do they call Aka? I mean hand, they say Aka. What do they call this? He call in Igbo language. But which tribe are you? I am Delta. You know that things fell apart. What the grown-up people, fathers and mothers, what they are talking, you see that it is so deep. You know, what they did to us is what they tried to do to Germany. I think I've said this. After the Second World War, the Europeans were so annoyed that they want to absorb Germany or Germans. You understand? You know, politics of absorption and annexation. To make them forget who they are. Now there will be no more Germany. They will be answering Polish, Czech Republic. They will dissolve them into their neighboring countries. But when they look back, because with the bitterness of what Germans did to Europe, the whole world, particularly Europe, they were bittered. Just for nothing, they stood up to destroy everywhere. They said, no, we have to deal with these people. They want to annex the land, divide, you know, they deport the Germans into different countries and annex their lands so that there will be nothing like Germany again. But after they listened to the voice of reason, they said, no, if we do this, Europe, we will not have peace for eternity until we restore back that country called Germany. Because now we hold them captive, yes. We defeated them, yes. But when their great-grandson, their children, their future generations will be born, they will hear this story that they were Germans. And look at what Europeans did to them. Now they will no more be telling them what Germans did to Europe. That bitterness will rise up in them. And there will be problem everywhere they are. The whole Europe will go into flame. And they said, no. Instead, let us help these our brothers. No matter what, they are our brothers. Let us help them in order to develop. You know, they punish Germany by taking away their colonial Africas, like Togo, like part of Cameroon. Taking it out away from them, from their hands, and dividing it between mostly France and England. So that had it been there was no colonies, it would have been in another way around. Maybe they will do Germany. You know, that thing they wanted to do Germany, they did it to their colonies. You see what Lenin said. Europe is in peace because they are putting war somewhere else. Do you see it? That is why Europe remains peaceful. That energy they would have used to fight themselves, they are using it to fight in a foreign land. Using it to put that intelligence of fighting themselves, they would have used in drawing war against themselves. Now they are using it in order to put wars, massacre their colonies, the indigenous people in their colonies. You understand? But in Africa, in Nigeria, the caliphate will not stop until he makes sure that he exterminates Biafrans. And we are not going to continue allowing that. Ohanese and Igbo politicians, they have been subjugated, been completely compromised, using the Nigerian illusion. Oh, be a good Nigerian. You know, you have to show us as a good Nigerian. We killed our people in Obibo. He massacred our people, raped our women. For him to be a presidential candidate, but today where is him? Where is he? He's still there talking like as a drunkard as he is. You know, he claimed to be a lawyer. You know, all of the politicians, everything they talk is false. They present documents, all is falsified. How can we be a lawyer? That kind of person. Just when you listen to him, you know, you say he's a lawyer. You know, they use all these things to dominate. They use illusions to dominate our people, our politicians. So that they continue subjugating us until they want to render us as relegate us to the background to become useless. Do you remember when they said that after the 8 years of Buhari, that Igbo people will be relegated to history? Nothing. In Lagos, in Nigeria. Do you remember that? That has been their plan. But IPOB, we are here. There is no way you can break our will. It is impossible. There is no way. We are peculiar people. Whether you believe it or not, it is true. There is no way you can conquer us. We were defeated, yes, but not conquered. The reconquest started from 1970. In the war, we are defeated, but not conquered. Only our people went to sleep, thinking that the war is over, that everything is okay. Now people went to trading. People went to look for, beg slave masters for crumbs. And the reconquest started till today, until Chukwu Okeabiama rose up his servants to reverse that trend. That is where we stand. But this is where I'm going to stop. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our identity. Without Biafra, we are nothing. People don't understand. When we say this, some people don't understand this. Without Biafra, we are simply nothing. I'm telling you honestly. But we must continue. Our leader must, capital M-U-S-T, must be released. And that is Kyo E-D. We don't beg for what belongs to us. We don't beg for our rights. We are not Ohanese Ndibo that begs for everything. We stand, demand for what belongs to us, and we get it through every means. Therefore, join this struggle. Tomorrow we will come as usual to our religious discussions tomorrow. Don't miss it. Mwada and I will be here by the grace of Chukwu Okeabiam to continue our religious discussions by 7 p.m. as usual. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.